Important facts to know about Obamacare and the Affordable Health Care Act. First things first, guys. It's brought to you by all your friends here at FastEasySignup.com, a division of Apollo Insurance Group. We could provide you free information so that you can make this decision easy. Give us a call, 800-315-0867 if you have any questions, or you can go directly to our website, FastEasySignup.com. Check out what subsidies are available to you and what plans are available to you as well in your location. Let's get started. First of all, you need to know there's no such thing as Obamacare. Big shocker, yes indeed. What it is the Affordable Care Act, okay? Of course, we all know that the Affordable Care Act was put into place by President Obama and has been nicknamed Obamacare. Now, why is this important? Well, because when you start doing your taxes, there's nothing going to be on there about Obamacare. It's going to be asking you about the Affordable Care Act, so keep that in the back of your mind. Next thing you want to know is that if you like it or not, doesn't really matter. It's the law. Like it or not, you have to comply. Upheld by the federal Supreme Court, so it is what it is. We're not here to get political. We're just here to give you some important information so that you don't end up having to pay penalties to the IRS and whatnot. Now, what does the law state? The law states very simply that it is everyone's responsibility in the United States of America to have health coverage. Now, how will they enforce that law? Like we briefly spoke of or mentioned, it is through the long arm of our friends at the IRS. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I certainly don't want to be paying them any more than I have to, because if you don't have a qualified health plan, what's going to happen, they're going to pass a tax penalty. For 2015, the penalty is going to be $335 per adult, or $162.50 per child, or 2% of your gross income, whichever is more. So it can be a hefty fine for some of us. Now, what is it based on? Like we said before, it's based on healthcare, but not just any healthcare. It's going to be on qualified healthcare. So it's not all health insurance qualifies. What makes it qualify? Well, it's called essential health benefits, such as maternity care, laboratory services, prescription drugs, preventive and wellness services. All healthcare has to have these essential health benefits, which are 10 of them. If you do not have these essential health benefits, then you do not have a qualified plan. If you do not have a qualified plan, you will end up paying a tax penalty. So you want to make sure, again, shameless plug, if you got any questions, give us a call, 800-315-0867. We'd certainly like to go over that with you to make sure that you have a qualified plan, because some of you, even though you're working, you may not have a qualified plan. So it's important to check and make sure, because like we said before, you certainly don't want to pay the IRS any more than you have to. Now, the next thing to know is that they're going to be classified as metals. In other words, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So into the Olympics. And what does that mean? Well, that's how the percentage of coverage is going to be defined. So the metal plan of bronze, for example, is going to be paying about 60% of your medical costs. Silver goes up to about 70%, gold 80%, and platinum about 90%. Now, of course, you would venture to guess that yes, the platinum plan, just like the platinum metal itself, is more expensive than bronze. So because it's covering more, it's going to be more expensive. Now, that brings us to the fact that healthcare is just flat out expensive. Again, not here to get political, but it is what it is. And now that you have to have it and the government's enforcing it on you, they're saying, well, we're not such bad guys because we're going to help you pay for it by offering you financial assistance in the form of tax credits. Now, not everyone will qualify for a tax credit, but there are some criteria. Okay, so financial assistance is for some, not for all. Again, not trying to get political here, but what is it going to be based on? Your financial assistance, whether you get a subsidy or tax credit, is going to be depending on income, family size, and location. Now, they are going to be based on what is called the MAGI, Modified Adjusted Gross Income. Just to make things a little more complicated, here is the formula. So again, we're not tax guys. If you got a question, you better, see your tax representative or whatnot. But for the most part, for a lot of us, it's just going to be our adjusted gross income, because a lot of us don't have non-taxable Social Security benefits or tax-exempt interest or foreign income. So for the most part, like I said, if you need to really make sure, contact a professional. We're professional insurance guys, so we can help you out with your plans, but we are not tax guys. So if you need questions on what your MAGI really is, you should contact your accountant or tax advisor. Now, don't misrepresent your income. If anything, one word of advice that we're going to give you is don't misrepresent your income, because if you do, you're going to get either more or less of a subsidy than you deserve. And when you reconcile all this by filing your tax return, that's when you can probably end up paying more in the government, because if you claim less now, but then at the end of it all turn out that you really made more than what you said you made and you got more of a subsidy, well, it's not a freebie. You're going to have to pay that back. And, let's face it, if you're getting $150 more a month in subsidies, after 12 months, that can add up to a little chunk of change. So do not misrepresent your income. Now, am I eligible for tax credits? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Basically, it's going to be on what the Maggie is and our family size. So here is a rundown. If you're a single individual that earn up to $46,680, and again, also depending on your location, you may very well qualify for some type of tax credit or subsidy. And as you can see, as the family size goes up, so does the allowable adjusted gross income. So a family of 6 could be earning up to $127,880 and still qualify for some type of tax credit. So it's a good idea to check out and see if you qualify for anything. And of course, you can always do that at fasteasysignup.com. We're here to help. Lastly, enrollment period. The next thing you need to know that is important is that there is a period that you need to enroll to get this health care that will provide you a subsidy. So the enrollment period right now is from November 15th, 2014 to February 15th, 2015. Only 90 days. What does that tell you? That if you want coverage by January 1st, or you want coverage to begin January 1st, you better enroll by December 15th, 2014. If you enroll after that, then coverage will begin on February 1st. So a little FYI. But the big thing is to know that the total enrollment is going to be over on February 15th. And what that means is that you will not be able to enroll and get a subsidy. You can still get health coverage, but you're not going to be able to get the subsidy that if you are able to get it, you won't be able to get it because you didn't enroll during the enrollment period. Now, once again, shameless plug, here we are, fasteasysignup.com. You can go there, very simple. You can fill the stuff out and you can see if your subsidies are available to you according to your location, as well as what plans are available to you in your location. Or you can just give us a call at 800-315-0867. We will be more than happy to talk to you and help you out with this. But whatever you guys do, remember a couple points. Please get your health care, because otherwise you're going to be paying the IRS. Whether you do it with us or anyone, just do it. And also remember, February 15th is the deadline. So get that done, and don't misrepresent your income, guys. Okay? Some words of advice. We look forward to hearing from you.